Hey everybody, happy Saturday. It's Hitman 23 and just coming to show some cards tonight. Nothing in it's nothing specific that I was planning on doing. I've been doing or undertaking a lot of organization lately. Trying to organize my collection more. Not that it's crazily unorganized, but you know, piles on the kitchen table, just piles, around. And, behind me, there were some piles. I just wanted to try to get them put away and, you know, out of the open air, right? And I just like to go through and see what I have and make sure cards that need to be protected are, and just have fun going through and reviewing my own collection, right? I have been, pulling back on buying lately. I had mentioned that on at least one or two past videos. A couple of things trickling in here and there, but I'm really trying not to buy too much because I'm really trying to save myself for the national. I mean, yes, I could buy any card. I'll probably get at the national online anytime I want, but I don't know. It's just more fun to be able to get stuff when you're there. Though, the main reason is the people, right? To hang out and, hang with your homies. And so yeah, I just been just going through a lot of stuff and just enjoying what's in there. I do have one COMC order on its way, probably in the next couple of weeks. I think it's about 100 card order, which I'll show you. But really, that's about it. I've been really trying to, you know, be very picky. Little things here and there, not spending too much. In fact, I mean, honestly, the only thing I've really spent money on the last couple of weeks is our supplies. The Mag Pros and some penny sleeves and stuff like that. So, and the labels for my Mag Pro slabs. Got a new one in, which I'm going to show you here in a few minutes. So stay tuned. So I've just been going through my piles and just going to show you some cards. How about this one? It's 1962 post Veda Pinson. Somebody did an amazing job cutting that card out. It is beautiful. I really like those 62 postcards. So that's cool. Of course, they're blank backs, right? I just picture like kids in the early 60s, begging their moms to get the Jello or whatever else, the cereal that the cards are on. And, can you get this one? Because it's, this player's on this box. It's Willie Mays. I want the Willie Mays, and having mom or dad cut them out for you. Just, when the hobby was truly a time where people just got the cards they loved. They put them in a box. They looked at them. They drew on them. They put rubber bands around them. They threw them in the bicycle spokes, and just enjoyed their their collections. I don't even know if people called them collections back then, right? I wonder what people said, like, "Oh, my card collection," and we certainly know they weren't saying PC back in the day. So it's just fun to think about that. And then I got this really nice 1970 Top Super. It's kind of just, a headshot, but these are cool. Another Veda Pinson there, right? So building up that Veda Pinson PC. And here's a set I think I may have shown many moons ago on my channel, but I love it so much, I'm going to show it again in case, people who are, new to the channel or, just getting into the, collecting. A very inexpensive product you can still buy. Still readily available. It's a football product, and it's this beautiful. I wouldn't even say it was an insert set. It was just a box set that you could buy from 1994 Pinnacle, and it's the Canton bound set. And they chose, I think, 25 individuals, and predicted that these guys would make the Hall of Fame. And they did a pretty good job because most of the guys in this set did make the Hall of Fame. So as you can see, card number one is Troy Aikman. Just really good photographs, really vibrant photos. Love the 90s, style design on the front. Just bright. I like bright cards that catch the eye. So these are great. And the back has a couple more pictures. Another action shot, another, a headshot. So just a great great set. You definitely should check it out, man. Go pick one up if you're into football. Good set to have. So there's Mr. Aikman, and then we follow him up with his teammate Emmett Smith. They made the haul, so he got 2 for 2 right now. 2 for 2 for sure. In the back of that one. All right. And then we have the GOAT, Barry Sanders. 3 for 3. Obviously made the haul. You know, if you think about a guy, people say, you know, he may have retired too soon, and he probably did retire too soon, but he went out on his own terms, and he got out at the top, absolute pinnacle of his career. And you think about guys that stay around too long and kind of stain their career. This guy did not do that, you know, so it's just pretty amazing. And Barry Sanders, 3, Jerry Rice, 4 for 4. There's the back. Love this set. Marcus Allen. Weird seeing him in a Chiefs uniform. Yeah, I remember him running ram shot all over my Redskins in Super Bowl 18. The Raiders killed the Redskins in that game. Oh, so sad. But he finished his career up with, I believe he was the Chiefs. I don't think he went on anybody else after that. So we're at 5, 6 is Steve Young. So we're 6 for 6 with the Hall of Fame. You know, think about the 49ers going from Joe Montana to Steve Young. They didn't skip a beat. They won some more Super Bowls and just, you know, pretty amazing teams back then. We're 7 for 7 with John Elway in the old Orange Crush uniforms. The uniform I wish they would go back to. I think it's so much cooler than what they wear now. And this is prior to him prior to him winning his back-to-back Super Bowls. And there's the back of that one. So it's just a really cool set. And then we're 8 for 8, the Hall of Famers. Joe Montana. Again, weird seeing him on the Chiefs, right? Strange. Very strange. And then we got the Minister of Defense, rest in peace, Reggie White. We are 9 for 9. And we're 10 for 10 with Mr. Thurman Thomas. Excellent running back for the Buffalo Bills. He was on all 4 losing teams. His teammate, Bruce Smith, who finished his career up with the Redskins, but we're 11 for 11. And he was dominating. Bruce Smith was a great defensive end. In the back of that one. And then we are 12 for 12 with Cortez Kennedy. Rest in peace, Cortez. Awesome player for obviously the Seahawks. He passed away a few years ago. But just a really cool, you know, photographs and just nice. Hey, we're 13 for 13. And look who got card number 13. Number 13. Dan Marino. The best player probably never to win a Super Bowl. A guy could play. Ooh, a guy could throw a ball. And then here's the first one. First non-Hall of Famer, Andre Rison. Awesome player, but just never put it together to get, into the Hall of Fame. So, but still a great player. I remember what's her name? Was it Left Eye Lopez who burned his house down? He was married to her, right? Didn't she burn his house down or something? Crazy. I remember Chris Berman calling him Andre Bad Moon Rising. Remember Chris Berman and his nicknames. And there's my goat. So we're 14 now. We're 15. Another Hall of Famer. Art Monk. Out of White Plains High School and Syracuse University. I hated the fact that he didn't complete his career with the Redskins. He went on to the Jets and I think the Eagles for 5 minutes. It just drove me nuts that he didn't finish his career with the Redskins. But nonetheless, I love that card. That's great. I think I have like multiple copies of that. Here's another one. We're 15 for 16 now. Warren Moon in those awesome Houston Oiler unis. They need to bring those back too. And then, not a Hall of Famer, but a great player back in the day, Barry Foster. Very, very good player. I'm sure John Mangini will agree with me. He was excellent, excellent player for the Steelers. All right, another one that's just strange to see in that uniform. Ronnie Lott as a Jet. He bounced around a bit after the Raiders. After the 49ers. Jets, Raiders. I think he played for one or two other teams, I think. I'd have to go back and check, but just strange. So another Hall of Famer right there. And then we got number 11, Phil Simms. Not a Hall of Famer. In the back of that. So I think we're like 16 for 19 so far with Hall of Famers. Got another Hall of Famer, Richard Dent. Played in that great Bears team of 1985, right? He just dominated that year, that defense. Oof, man. The Bears. A guy who should be in the Hall of Fame. I think this guy should definitely be in the Hall of Fame. Sterling Sharp. He was fantastic. He was really, really good. And injuries shortened his career. So, but I think Sterling deserves a Hall of Fame nod. Just like Joe Jacoby belongs in the Hall of Fame. But yeah, Sterling Sharp. And that's a sharp card. No pun intended. Junior Seau, may you rest in peace. Hall of Famer. I believe he's in the Hall of Fame. I believe so. Great linebacker for many, many years. And we got the 88, Michael Irvin. Hall of Famer. All right. And, Fort Myers' own Deion Sanders, Hall of Famer. You all know about Deion and his exploits on the football and baseball field. Damn amazing stuff. Damn amazing stuff. And last but certainly not least, Jerome Bettis, Hall of Famer. Here he stood with the Rams. He also played with the Steelers. The bus. He run you over. Right? And that's it, guys. 25 cards of awesome Hall of Fame players. And very inexpensive. Go check it out. It's the 1994 Pinnacle Canton bound set. It comes in a nice little box, and they're very affordable. You can find them. You should be able to find them on eBay pretty easily. Next, we got this beautiful. What's the year is this? This is a 2023 Bowman Chrome Mojo Oswaldo Cabrera rookie. He's had a great start to the season. He was 4 for 4 last night. He hit the game. I think he hit the game tying or the go-ahead home run the night before. Yankees won the first 2 games, come from behind, and he was right in the middle of it all at the bottom of the lineup. Very promising, very awesome, very cool card. Love the Oswaldo Cabrera. Very cool. And then here's one. This is a cool one. Remember my little project of athletes who appeared on TV, either whether they starred on a show or they just appeared in an episode. This guy starred in a show. If you remember the show back in the 80s, the show Webster, remember his dad was this guy right here, Alex Karras. And this is a beautiful 1968 Topps Alex Karras. Played his whole career with the Detroit Lions, is a Hall of Famer. And on the show, his wife on the show was his wife in real life. So, yes, sirs and ma'ams. So cool, Alex Karras for the TV PC. Right? Very cool. And I was just doing some, I was can't talk, guys, can't talk. I was putting some cards in mags, cards I had taken out of my my one touches, that went into the Mag Pros. Now I had some one touches I need to use, so I decided to put some Hall of Famers in there. I got this beautiful 1959 Richie Ashburn. Beautiful card. I love that blue on there. Very cool, Richie. And then I showed this about a month or two ago when I picked it up, but it's one of the greatest cards. The 1959 Baseball Thrills Mays Catch makes series history. I remember when I was a kid and I saw this card, I wanted it so bad, and I don't remember like the prices of them back then. I don't remember if it was crazy expensive compared to today. I don't think it was, but for me back then it was expensive because, I was 12, but I always saw that card, and I always saw it at shows. Love that card. I love how it was, the three panels, and just really cool. And I love the way that Baseball Thrills logo is up there. It just looks really awesome. What a great card. Just what a great card. And of course, the back is like a newspaper article. Just such cool stuff. And then another great leaders card from 1964. It's got 2 Hall of Famers on it. 2. It's got Mr. Sandy Koufax and Mr. Don Drysdale. A strikeout leaders card from 1964 Topps. Very cool card. Beautiful looking. And how about this rookie card? Very pretty underrated, I think. We got Mickey Lolich. He was a leader for all-time strikeouts in a career for a left-hander up until Steve Carlton broke it in, the early 80s. So he had the lead. He was a leading strikeout artist for left-handed pitchers until Steve Carlton broke the record. So he was a very good player for the Tigers. Was very instrumental in their 68 World Series title, and very good player. Bounced around a bit at the end of his career, but very solid player. And then his teammate the next year, we got, of course, the 1965 Denny McLain. I met Mr. McLain about a month ago at a show up in Venice. When I say cool cat, the guy is a cool cat, and I'm sure you've seen Mr. Fisher Bikes and Junior Baseball Fanatic 12's videos that they, put up of him giving his little sermon on the mount, just engaging and just sucked you right in. You just could listen to him talk all day. So there's a beautiful 1965 rookie card of Denny McLain with those great 60s style glasses, like those nerd style glasses. He wasn't wearing nerd style glasses now. He's wearing regular glasses. Very cool card. And here's another one of 3 possible Hall of Famers, 2 definite Hall of Famers, but a third possible. The 1968 home run leaders from 1969 Topps. Of course, we have the Stretch McCovey. We have the Let's Play 2 Ernie Banks, and in the middle we have Richie Allen. Probably will get into the Hall of Fame. Very deserving. But just, and again, another one of those great 60s cards that has multiple players and, multiple Hall of Famers on it. So, very nice, very nice. And then we get a little more modern. Okay, we're going to go up to 1990. I think this is 98. 98, I believe. Yeah, it's either 96 or 98. I can't remember. But this awesome Finest Sterling Ken Griffey Jr. That's a great card. Very shiny. Very shiny. Look at that. So, cool stuff there. And then the 1999 die cut. One of my favorites. This beautiful Juan Gonzalez Lords of the Diamond. I mean, that's not even the refractor. That's just a regular base version. There's refractors of these, which are just mind-blowingly awesome. A little pricey, but I got this at the... I picked this up at the 2022 National in Atlantic City. This is like in a $1 box. Like I picked this one up, and I think I picked up Larry Walker or Jeff Bagwell. I picked up a couple, and I was just like, oh my god, I got to get that. That's just, you know, fantastic. I mean, look at the shine on that card. And again, that's not a refractor. That's just the base. I know the Griffey goes for high money. The refractor Griffey is, definitely good. It's definitely about $100 card, if not maybe a little more. But the Lords of the Diamond are just great cards. Love those. And then I figured out when I showed you guys last week when I got that really cool little box of vintage football and baseball cards from my cousin Joel. It's actually my wife's cousin's husband, but he's still, he's family. He's my cousin too, right? So these little punch outs or these pop-up cards are from 68 Tops, the 68 Tops football. And I just wanted to show those again because I wasn't sure what year they came out of. So those are 1968. Willie Richardson. Not a ton of named guys in this set that I was looking at. Joe Namath's got one. I forget a couple other big names, but not a ton. Sid Blanks. I kind of like them punched out. I think they kind of look cool. I got those. And then, guys, almost there. Picked up this, got this in the mail a couple days ago for my Johnny Callison registry, the 1968 Tops. Beautiful, sharp card. Not Dylan endorsed. It's a little off center, but for the price I paid for this thing, doesn't matter to me. Looks great. Card's an awesome card. Love it. In the cage, the whole nine. Johnny Callison, great Philly fan favorite. Thing is, I have to request this to become released from somebody's registry because when I went to register it, it said it's already owned. So I gotta. Let's reach out and say, can you please remove it from your registry? And that's a great back of the 68 Tops. Very easy to read. It's just interesting how some years Tops did a great job in the backs, made them super easy to read. And then you got backs that you're just like, what were they thinking? Like 1971. The fronts are amazing. The backs are crap. You really have a hard time reading those backs. But I know Mr. Fisherbike was saying yesterday on his... or the other day when he did his vintage showcase, he had mentioned about the fact of the 68 Tops he didn't like when he was younger, but as he's getting older, his tastes have changed. So is mine, and I actually really love this design a lot. I think it's great. And it's funny how as we get older and how we perceive things, how things we didn't like when we were kids, we're liking much better now as adults and vice versa, right? Another set, the 1970 Tops baseball. I hated that when I was a kid. I mean, yeah, I guess it's a bit of a boring set, but I don't know. Now I just appreciate it more. I think it's underrated in a lot of ways. I think it's a set that really is cool in terms of how it bridges the 60s and 70s because it's still very 60s-ish style to it, so it kind of feels like it's a 60s card, but it's kind of bridging that gap into the 70s because then you go into the 71 set and you definitely feel like you're in the 70s. And then 72 comes along and you're in the 70s. So I like that, that slow transition, right, from the 60s to the 70s. So that's the Johnny Callison. And then the last few guys, I'm so psyched to show you these. They're cards I already have, but I got my other labels in for my Mag Pros, and I had to show you the cards I first chose to put in my Mag Pros, and look at that bad boy right there. Ho ho! Ho ho ho! Yeah, boy! The 2005, this is 2005 Leaf Certified Materials green, numbered out of 5, green, mirror green, numbered out of 5. It's numbered 3 out of 5, so... This is a very tough card to track down. I probably will never have the one of one. I don't ever expect that to come up. But this was actually tough to find. Though the red out of 100, I believe, was harder to find than this was. But just look at that card in that slab, and I think the the match with the uniform and the logo I chose for my label. I love it. I love the way it looks. Now I got to decide for my other non-Yankee, non-Redskin cards what I'm going to do for a label. I'm not sure yet. I don't know. I may do one other team, but I have to see. but I'm probably going to have to come up with some sort of, generic label, I don't know. I don't want to have too many like designs out there. I don't want to be spending a ton of money getting these labels made. I mean, they're not bad. I paid like 30-ish bucks for about 50 labels, so it's not too bad. But here's another great one, the 93 Elite Dominator, and in that new flip. Guys, these cards are tough in terms of condition. They like to peel. Man, I never realized it. This one's not, but man, so you go on eBay, and I check, on COMC, and man, some of them cards have really bad peeling issues. I guess that technology just, for some reason, it wasn't perfected, and they like to peel. And then we have this one, great card, the Elite Series. Right? This is out of 10,000, and this is also out of 1993. So there we go there. And the last one, I think this one looks absolutely exquisite. And I think the whole uniform match, this one really goes well with the card. It's my Topps triple thread. This is triple thread, I think. I don't know. I can never... I think this is triple thread. But it's my Don Mattingly autograph. And it just looks... I mean, that just looks unbelievable. Right? And look at just the shine off of that. Beautiful, clear as day slab. Looks awesome. So that's it, guys. Show you some cards. I'm going to go watch some true crime. Relax. Get ready for Easter tomorrow. Help my wife make some meatballs. And that's it. I hope everybody has a great night. If you do celebrate Easter, happy Easter. If you don't, happy Sunday. And may the cardboard God shine down upon each and every one of you. Enjoy your collections. And I'll catch you on the next video, guys. Take care. Have a good one. Bye-bye.